Hi, my name's Sandra and I'm reading the scripture today from Mark 5 verse 21 to 43. This is from the Living Bible translation. When Jesus had gone across by boat to the other side of the lake, a vast crowd gathered around him on the shore. The leader of the local synagogue, whose name was Jairus, came and fell down before him, pleading with him to heal his little daughter. "She is at the point of death," he said, in desperation. "Please come and place your hands on her and make her live." Jesus went with him, and the crowd thronged behind. In the crowd was a woman who had been sick for 12 years with a hemorrhage. She had suffered much from many doctors through the years and become poor from paying them, and was no better, but in fact was worse. She had heard all about the wonderful miracles Jesus did, and that is why she came up behind him through the crowd and touched his clothes. For she thought to herself, "If I can just touch his clothing, I will be healed." And sure enough, as soon as she had touched him, the bleeding stopped, and she knew she was well. Jesus realized at once that healing power had gone out of him, so he turned around to the crowd and asked, "Who touched my clothes?" His disciples said to him, "All this crowd pressing around you, and you ask who touched you?" But he kept on looking around to see who it was who had done it. Then the frightened woman, trembling at the realization of what had happened to her, came and fell at his feet and told him what she had done. And he said to her, "Daughter, your faith has made you well. Go in peace, healed of your disease." While he was still talking to her, messengers arrived from Jairus' home with the news that it was too late. His daughter was dead, and there was no point in Jesus' coming now. But Jesus ignored their comments and said to Jairus, "Don't be afraid, just trust me." Then Jesus halted the crowd and wouldn't let anyone go on with him to Jairus' home, except Peter and James and John. When they arrived, Jesus saw that all was in great confusion, with unrestrained weeping and wailing. He went inside and spoke to the people. "Why all this weeping and commotion?" he asked. "The child isn't dead, she is only asleep." They laughed at him in bitter derision, but he told them all to leave, and taking the little girl's father and mother and his 3 disciples, he went into the room where she was lying. Taking her by the hand, he said to her, "Get up, little girl." She was 12 years old, and she jumped up and walked around. Her parents just couldn't get over it. Jesus instructed them very earnestly not to tell what had happened, and told them to give her something to eat. The question today is, what areas do you need healing by Jesus' power? Thank you.